DoshaLyfeTv, man. I just come to bring y'all some brain food. You know what I'm saying? Rather y'all feed off some good stuff and not bullshit. And if you're not on my level yet, it's like a baby eating a steak. So y'all need to get your mind up there, you know. But other than that, just because you're a baby eating a steak don't mean you can't grow. So, that being said, I'm going to talk on metals. Metals. Copper, crystals. We ain't wearing this shit for no reason, nah. Let me tell you what it is. Like and subscribe once again. Hit the cash app. I had to put that. But anyway, long story short, and it's probably gonna be a long story. Copper. Let's just start with copper. Recognize that you're living in the land of America. If you're in America. If you're overseas, it can pertain. But recognize you living in America. America had the most copper deposits in the entire world. Why you think this is a motherland? Copper is very special. I think it's tied to, I want to say, the planet Mercury. Now, I could be wrong. So, like, if it's something I don't know, I would say I could be wrong. Like, if it's, you know what I'm saying? So I'm not going to feed y'all no misinformation. Now, when it comes to copper, you would not survive without copper in your diet. Let me say that again. You will not survive without copper in your diet. There's copper in carrots. There's copper in asparagus. There's copper in different fruits. All these fruits carry minerals. Copper is a mineral. What copper does in a human body is it binds everything. It connects the energies of all the different materials in your body. It's the binding agent in a sense. It unites the currents of these energies. So energy can move from cell to cell. It gives it more power. So with that being said, copper is basically good for the body. It helps with acne. It helps with, you know what I'm saying, certain extent it helps with hormones. They use it to make birth control, but that's not healthy for you in my opinion, but I'm not going to get into that right now. Now, you notice a lot of people might wear copper for, you know, arthritis and neck. My neck usually hurt back and it don't hurt as much. I wear copper every day. Now, I'm just going to talk about the benefits, then I'm going to talk about how it protects you from certain energies. What copper does, as far as the benefits, it's good for your body, it's good for your immune system. It also helps with aging. You know what I'm saying? It keeps you in a sense youthful. It carries a current of electricity. That's why it's used for electrical wiring. Now it binds these energies so they can communicate through this metal. This is how you can send a signal through a wire to something else. These energies also can travel wireless, but that's another type of energy. Now the crystals can do something like that. Now, when it comes to copper and these energies that's in the atmosphere that's not so much good for us, I'm not going to say that copper completely protects you from these energies, but I will say copper deflects these energies. What I mean by deflects, it does not absorb them and turn them into something, it deflects them. It blocks it like aluminum. So, having copper on it deflects these energies. So, with that being said, I'm going to just get off of copper. But no, not yet. Also, copper is it's a sacred metal. It is the child of the crystal called malachite. Malachite is a crystal that's good for the heart chakra. Your heart needs copper. Now, malachite is a green crystal. Recognize when copper gets rusty, it turns green. Why is that? Once introduced to water, which is that thing that resides with that heart chakra, your heart chakra is a feminine chakra or feminine-based energy, which basically ties to water. So once water hits copper, copper turns green. And over time, copper turns back into malachite. But imagine this. If I melt malachite, I turn it into copper. Copper comes from a crystal. So, it's good. It's a sense of royalty. Copper is just as sacred as gold. Just as sacred as silver. Gold might actually have more sacredicity to it. But you know, I might use the word, I made up a new word, I don't care. Now, let's step into silver. Silver is a healing metal. Silver reacts with moonlight. Silver is a metal that is tied to the feminine spirit. Women benefit from wearing silver. Now, I'm not talking about this sterling silver, because sterling silver will turn your neck green. What is sterling silver? Sterling silver is silver crossed with nickel. Nickel is toxic to the skin. So when you put silver crossed with nickel on your skin, it turns your skin green because it counteracts the healing effects of the actual metal. Silver is a healing metal. So with that being said, you can use silver to cure disease. Really, cure. Actually cure. I'm not a doctor. I'm going to say that again, but it actually cures disease. Certain forms, certain sicknesses. You can make something called colloidal silver, which is ionized silver particles inside of suspended inside of distilled water. It's just basically liquid silver, silver water. It is the most powerful antibiotic known to man. It kills 537 strains of bacteria in the body that's bad for the body. It does not hurt or harm the body in any way. Now, that person that you seen that turned blue or whatever, he was doing something completely different. So don't listen to that bull. Now, Speaker says it's a powerful antibiotic. It can be used for healing. It also regenerates the DNA. It works with the moon and darkness. When you go to sleep at night, when it gets dark, you allow the moon to have more energy to heal you. Now, silver can be charged by the moon. While silver is in light and sunlight, it actually, in a sense, I'm not gonna say short circuits the silver, because this is the thing. Not only does silver heal you, like I could wear silver jewelry and it'll keep my immune system right. When you drink colloidal silver, it adds a second immune system to your immune system when you drink silver. By the way, it's not only colloidal silver, there's colloidal gold, there's colloidal copper, there's colloidal platinum, all of that. So, with that being said, we're going to the next thing, man. Look. I ain't gonna stay too long. I ain't trying to make the video too long. Gold. Gold reacts with sunlight. Gold puts out energy. It has anti-gravity effects. Mana gold is when you eat edible gold. When they make it to when they process the gold to a point where it's edible. So you could take on the energy of this gold, which actually completely strengthens the mental. It strengthens the mental. Bloopers. But anyway, though, it makes your head strong. We wore gold for a reason. The first kings wore crowns for a reason. Because these crowns had this gold energy. We had the energy downloaded from the light of the sun. You know what I'm saying? Directly into the composition of the metal. That is the metal. That metal contains sun energy. Exactly. On the periodic table is AU. AU is the first two letters of all 10, all 6, all these different African gods, which are also parts of self. But that's another story. Now, when it comes to that, you got to understand, silver and gold, they work hand in hand. Men carry sun energy, women carry moon energy. We both carry all energies, but one is more prominent than the other, and both depending on the gender. Women are known for healing, ain't they? So is silver. Gold is known for putting out energy, being masculine, a masculine frequency, dominant, strength, and power. What is men known for? So you got to think about that. It also heals the body as well. It regenerates. It repairs your DNA. Gold reacts with your DNA more strong. It's powerful reacting to your DNA. It upgrades it. It allows you to touch things without feeling it. It allows you to feel things without touching it. In a certain sense, it makes your central nervous system much more powerful, to where, in a sense, you'll be able to pick up on kinetic energies and stuff like that. It raises your IQ level also. So, with that being said, you can look into gold. Gold is good for you. Understand this. It's a reason they try to make gold out of it. It's a reason it's the revenue for every country in this world. So So, it's a reason it was the treasure. We wore gold for its energy properties before we wore gold for jewelry just for fashion. They made it into a fashion thing. These things always generate energy. Platinum. Let's look at platinum. Platinum is worth more than gold. And not only to mention, your melanin has every single last one of these elements. Gold, silver, and platinum. And copper. Melanin carries that, but that's another story. But now, it's a reason why it's worth more than gold. But anyway, this gold is good for you. It elevates your consciousness. So if you invest in gold that you can wear. I don't wear it to be flashy. If I had a big ass gold chain, it'd be under my shirt, touching my skin so I could feel that. Now, also, let's get off of that. We're on platinum. So when it comes to platinum is good for your consciousness as well. When you drink colloidal platinum or wear a lot of platinum, your dreams become way more enhanced. It makes you, it's like, it removes the blockage. It's like the key or a key to that gateway to the dream realms. People in Texas used to wear platinum a lot back in the early 2000s when platinum was famous. Platinum chains, platinum grills, platinum. For a purpose though, it actually affected the consciousness of the men here. I'm not going to get too deep in that because it's geographical warfare going on as well. I'm not going to touch on those subjects. But now, so with that being said, yeah, every place in the United States, you could treat it like a different country because this continent is multiple countries overseas somewhere. If you think about it, every state could be considered a country that moves differently with its own laws, therefore its own propagandas. But that's another story though. I keep getting off subject. So, also though, let's look into crystals. Depending on the color of the crystal, the frequency of the crystal, understand all these elements carry spirits. You feel me? All these elements carry spirits. Every single last one. So when it comes to this, you wearing crystals. There's a point in time everything on this earth was petrified. Even the animals, the creatures. That's why you see giant statues, or not giant mountains shaped like people or dinosaurs. They look like the fossils, whatever. You see a lot of stuff, what I'm saying? I'm not gonna get into. I'm trying not to go off subject. I'm an Aries, y'all understand I'm everywhere. But now, when it comes to crystals carry a consciousness, just like a plant. Plants are the next generation of crystals. A plant can crystallize. Understand this. If I was to be cremated and my ashes compressed together, it will create carbon. I will be carbon once I'm cremated, and then if it was compressed, I would be a diamond. So you gotta understand that. Crystals carry the consciousness of wherever the energy field is to the land that these crystals are native to. The consciousness deals with the frequency of the planet and the frequency of certain star systems that relate to the energies of the crystals. So with that being said, you got to look into, the certain origin of certain crystals. Crystal energy is powerful. You have a consciousness that can actually interact and program the consciousness of the crystal. And the crystal also interacts with the energy field of your being. So if this crystal, which has its own energy field, is in your energy field, it alters your energy field in the sense of the crystal, which is also good to where light crystals of a light color, because majority of the lighter color crystals, you program with your third eye. You program with your intention. You can program these crystals just by simply holding on to them and just feeling a certain type of way. If a crystal is used to being in my energy field and I give it to somebody else, if they miss me, all they have to do is touch that crystal and they will feel like I'm standing right there. You got to understand there's levels to it. It's levels. So when it comes to other things like crystals, look at the dark stones. Darkness is dark matter. Darkness attracts light and attracts energy. So when it comes to dark crystals are the ones that you could use for protection against all these energy waves. You could use the dark crystals to pull in the negative energy, the chaotic energy, you know what I'm saying, or any energy that's not native. You can use it to pull this energy in, and you can program it to send it back out in another state, in a state that's beneficial for your being. So when it comes to EMF waves and things like that, wearing dark crystals, black tourmaline, all that, they don't only just prepare these energies, they prepare certain spiritual frequencies that people send by way of their consciousness. So they block, it becomes a shield in a spiritual sense and in an energetic sense. And in a science, and it can be broken down scientifically on an energetic sense. And spirit is energy. So with that being said, light crystals, you can use these to manifest. You can use these to program your consciousness to want to bring things into existence, into the light. Dark crystals, you can use those more so to ground you, protect you, and shield you. You know what I'm saying? These crystals could shield you too, but they would take on so much energy of other things that after a while you have to cleanse them. Most dark crystals do not have to be cleansed as much. So, you know, it's just things to keep in mind. Now imagine this, we will put crystals with the gold or crystals with the copper. Copper connects and binds energies and energy synergies together to work in one, as one. So, like I said, if you didn't have copper in your whole body will fall apart. Literally, on an elemental level. So, understand that. Sure, you can connect copper to crystals. You can bring one energy. You can use the copper as something to communicate the energy from one crystal to another crystal. You can use it to connect energy, period. The crystal stores data, something like a microchip, but the data is wireless data that's programmed by consciousness. They could use the crystals in your cell phones to store your data. That's how you could just think a thought, and now it's an ad now. The technology is way more advanced than you think. Understand this. Your cells emit energy into the cell phone. When you looking at the cell phone, you giving and you programming energy. See, there's energy that cannot be seen with the physical eyes that y'all need to understand actually exists. Whenever somebody gets to talking about things that they cannot see with the physical eyes, they automatically assume it doesn't exist. But you cannot see the electricity on certain things, but you could touch it and feel it and get shocked. Do you see the electricity going through water that has a toaster in it? It just looks like water.
That's right.
Do you see the energy behind magnets? Don't get me started on magnets. A magnet can pull energies out of your frequency. A magnet can realign frequencies by pulling these energies together to a certain point. You can use a magnet to align your chakras. All these crystals also have chakra energies. Different colors react to different frequencies. Each of these frequencies react to chakra energies. These energies are beyond the physical, but completely dominate the physical realm. We don't only have chakras, but the land has chakra. But look, I'm getting off subject. Anyway, I have a short attention span. You gotta bear it with me. Now, when it comes to all these crystals and things like that, there's a lot of people that wear crystals and stuff for the image, but don't realize they program the crystals and never cleanse them or something of that nature, and it still carries the energy of their old self. You got to learn how to use your mind to program the energy around you. You can program a metal. You can program a crystal. You can program anything with your mind. You create an energy field. There's a morphogenic field with all the plants. You could talk to one plant and communicate with all of them. It's deeper than you think. So look, I just came to speak some knowledge, talk some real stuff, and put some thoughts in your head. But now, DoshaLyfeTv, you know, I just had to drop something new, you know what I'm saying? But look into the metals you keep. Oh, I don't want to cut it off yet. Imagine the metals that they pump into the foods that you eat if you eat processed food. They inject metal in a processed food. Micro metal. You can put magnets to certain cereal and pick up the cereal flakes. And some of these metals are good for the body. Some of these metals are bad. The ones they put in the food is not good. But the ones that's in the natural foods are good. Vegetables carry minerals that's good for you. Processed foods, they inject minerals that's bad for you. These bad minerals react with the energies and the frequencies in the atmosphere. The EMF waves and all that there. They can actually use these energies and program it the same way you program a crystal. They use these energies to program the metals in your body, and it could cause sickness. It could cause you to be agitated. Your nerves are bad or whatever. What you think this 5G stuff is doing? But I don't want to talk too deep into that. Not yet. But now, recognize that you have to detox some of these toxic metals. A lot of viruses, like herpes, because I'm not going to talk about the famous virus today. So let's talk about herpes. This virus, quote unquote, it sticks and it binds to your central nervous system. It binds to what? The toxic metals that your body doesn't use, that's not good for your body, that they program into your food. They program these metals into your food. The metals that they program into your food are fuel for viruses. Radiation hits viruses. Radiation hits in your food. It hits the food when you microwave it. It kills the food. What you think it does to you when this metal is in you and the radiation hits you? They have a certain label for it, but I'm not going to say it because I don't want to get my channel banned yet. It might come, it might not, but I tell you this, I got spirits. Sabotage me if you like, and you will see them. But now, anyway, DoshaLyfeTv. Like and subscribe. Subscribe, whatever. Hit the cash out. Share the video. If you trying to awaken people, you going to share the video. Now, if you just, do what you please. This knowledge is not, I'm not teaching you anything. If your soul don't recognize it to be truth, you taught it to yourself. Remember that. I'm not your teacher. I'm just a regular person just sharing the knowledge that's already in the universe for you to perceive. It's just you got to look within to get it. I just do the work. You can too. So yeah, peace, family.